Talk about the mistakes of entrepreneurs. I have been an entrepreneur. I have worked for a Fortune 500 company like Apple. I have been a venture capitalist, so I have funded companies. I've been an advisor for many startups. So I've sort of seen it from all sides, the investor, the entrepreneur, the advisor. And so this is really what I've picked up after 25 or 30 years of working in technology, okay? So, and let's just say that I'm not known for subtlety, so we're just gonna cut to the chase, okay? Because you should hear it straight from the bottom line, actually. So, number one mistake is many entrepreneurs make the mistake of taking a large market and multiplying it by 1% and saying, how hard could that be, conservatively speaking? So, we'll just walk through a hypothetical case. 300 million Americans, 1 in 4 owns a dog. That's 75 million dogs. Each dog eats 2 cans of dog food per day. That's 150 million cans of dog food per day. How hard could it be to get a mere 1% of 150 million cans of dog food total addressable market? That's 1.5 million cans of dog food per day. Let's say you make $2 per can. That's $3 million a day. And now, you know, dogs, this is not like enterprise software. Dogs eat every day. They don't take Saturday and Sunday off. So this is 365 days a year. We could, worst case, make $3 million a day. So conservatively speaking, worst case, with our rock star programmers, we should do $1 billion in the first year. I can't tell you how many stories I've heard like that. You take a large market, you multiply by a small number, and you say, how hard could that be? So there's 2 fundamental flaws with this. First, getting 1% of any market is not that easy, number one. And number 2, which sort of contradicts number 1, number 2 is no investor wants to hear that you only are going to get 1%. So in one sense, you're saying 1% is easy, but the investor is also hearing that, you know, they're predicting they can only get 1% of this market. So you're betwixt and between. So don't use this kind of logic, okay? Don't take this large 300 million times 0.25, you know, equals 150, equals 75, times 2 equals 150, times 1% equals 1.5 million. It just doesn't work like that. That's lie and mistake number 1. Mistake number 2, sort of the flip side of this, which is you scale too soon. So this is how this goes. So we go through the 1%, right? So conservatively speaking, you should be selling 1.5 million cans of dog food per day. Worst case, okay? So now you think, oh my God, you know, we're gonna need at least 3 facilities to ship this. And we're going to need co-location because our servers can never go down as these millions of dog owners come to our site and order dead cows in cans. And so we need order processing, we need fulfillment, we need customer service. So let's start ramping up because our rockstar programmers who have never delivered a piece of software in their lives, they are going to be on time, okay? And with our rockstar marketing people and our rockstar, you know, BMW, cornflower blue, pierced ear business development vice president, he's going to deliver all the partnerships. So we need to ramp up. We need several locations. We need co-location of servers. We need customer service people. And so what happens in the real world is, of course, your rock star programmers turned out to be total bozos, right? And so your software is late, your website is late. And the dogs, no pun intended, are not eating the food. It just happens that not that many people want to buy dog food online. So your software is late. These people are not buying your product, but you've already ramped up. You have several facilities. You have all this automation built in. You have customer service. You have people, you know, in Bangalore just waiting to take those calls of people who need tech support for opening cans of dog food, right? So then what happens? So then what you do is you have a board meeting and you tell the investors, well, We were wrong. Our programmers have hit some limits using Visual Basic that they didn't foresee. And so now we really got it right. Now we're going to go to Python, or we're going to go to PHP, or maybe we'll go to MySQL, but Visual Basic just didn't work out. Okay, so investors are used to hearing this, that you're going to miss your first mark. So of course they understand. But then you say, but you know what? We've been really great at recruiting. So we have this great IT staff, we have this great support staff, we have this great fulfillment staff, and those people are rock stars. And so we know that our rock star team of programmers is going to be a few months late, but it would be a crying shame that we recruited all these great other support people to let them go now, because in 3 months, we're going to have to hire new people again and bring them into the company and train them again. We have so much invested in these great rock star people that we shouldn't let them go. And so what you do is you keep those people on board. Right? Because now you know you're going to ship in 3 months. Guess what? 3 months come by and you don't ship again. And now you have to go back to your board and you have to explain again. Well, we're not shipping, but we still have these great people we've invested in. We need to keep them because we will just have to hire people like them again and start from scratch. So that's what happens, scaling too soon. In my career, I have never seen a company die because it didn't scale fast enough. For once in my life, God help me, I would love to have a problem where I advise or invest in a company that couldn't scale fast enough. That would be, as we say, a high quality problem. Dear God, give me this problem once in my career. The company is growing too fast. Too many orders are coming in for dog food. They cannot handle the volume. Please, God, give me that problem. I know how to solve that problem. Okay? Usually what happens is you scale too fast in anticipation of a conservative 1% with the programs created by your rock star engineering staff. It doesn't come true. You're stuck with big overhead and you run out of money. That's mistake number 2.